Hello students, good morning. In previous class we discussed about the chapter complex number and we solve some questions based on them. Okay, we also discuss so many concept of based on complex number like conjugate of complex number, modulus of conjugate numbers. Okay, what is the purely imaginary and purely real complex number. Okay, today dear students we take some important questions of your NCRT exercise. Okay, let's see. Let's see the question. If Z is a complex number, if Z is a complex number, okay, such that mod of Z is equal to 1 means modulus of Z and Z be any complex number and the modulus of Z is equal to 1, prove that okay, prove that Z minus 1 upon Z plus 1 means here prove that Z minus 1 upon Z plus 1 is purely imaginary, is purely imaginary. This is your question here. Dear students, here Z be a complex number such that modulus of Z is equal to 1. We have to show that Z minus 1 upon Z plus 1 is purely imaginary. This is your question here. Okay, so dear student, let's see its solution. Let's solve it. Dear student, first of all we take Z is equal to x plus I by be any complex number. Okay, let Z is equal to x plus I y be any complex number. Okay, first of all dear student, we take Z is equal to x plus I by be any complex number, then modulus of that complex number will be what? You know that modulus of any complex number is square root of sum of square part plus imaginary part. This is the value of mod of Z, means modulus of Z. Take equation number 1 here. Okay, now we take the value Z minus 1 upon Z plus 1 and we have to show that this value is purely imaginary. Any complex number is said to be purely imaginary if its real part is must be equal to 0 na. So first of all dear student, we solve that part, then we have to check it's if the real part of that complex number is 0, then we can say that Z minus 1 upon Z plus 1 is purely imaginary. Okay, so first of all we solve that value. Let's see. Now we take as Z minus 1 upon Z plus 1. Now we put the value of Z as x plus iy. Let's see here. Here if Z plus iy minus 1 upon x plus iy plus 1. Now first we separate the real and complex part, imaginary part. So we take x minus 1 plus iy upon, here we take x plus 1 plus iy. Now we multiply both the numerator and denominator by the conjugate of its denominator, that is we multiply both the numerator and denominator by x plus 1 minus iy, because of the conjugate complex number of x plus 1 plus iy is x plus 1 minus iy. Okay, let's see here. Now we must be multiplied by x plus 1 minus iy in the same in denominator, that is x plus 1 minus I y. Let's see here. Okay, now dear student, we multiply both the numerator and denominator by that. Let's see here. So we have what we have, z minus 1 upon z plus 1 is equal to, let's see, first we multiply x minus 1 in both the part in the numerator. So we have what, let's see, x minus 1 into x plus 1 plus minus minus I into what, y into x minus 1. Okay, now we take plus iy, so here plus iy in bracket x plus 1 plus minus minus, that is the I square into y square. Okay, now we multiply in both the numerator, that is this and this, so we get this value here, plus minus minus, that is I into y, that is I square, and y into y, that is y square. Now in denominator, let's see, in denominator this is the formula form of identity a plus b into a minus b. So we can write as a square minus b square. A means what, x plus 1 whole square, a square minus b square means what, iy square. Okay, now let's see. So we have a z minus 1 upon z plus 1 as what, x a minus b a plus b, we write as the form x square minus 1 we write. Now we multiply iy in that, so we get minus ixy minus minus plus I into y, I into y. Okay, now here we multiply iy in that, so we have what, plus ixy plus 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 iy plus I into y. Here we know that the value of I square, what is the value of I square? Since, dear students, we know that the value of I square is minus 1 na? The value of I square is minus 1. So dear student, we have what, we here we put I square as minus 1, so we get what, plus y square. Now in denominator, if we expand that value, so we have, let's see, here we write as x plus 1 whole square, I square is minus 1, so plus y square. Okay, now let's see in numerator, let's see, that is minus ixy, that is plus ixy, that is cancelled to each other. Now dear student, we have what we have, let's see, z minus 1 upon z plus 1 is equal to, here we take real part together. Okay, now that is x square plus y square minus 1. Here we take x square plus y square minus 1 as real part, and here iy, that is plus I 2iy plus I into 2y. Okay, and in denominator we have x plus 1 whole square plus y square. Okay, let's see here, minus ixy is plus ixy cancel to each other, and we have x square plus y square minus 1, and we take as iy, that is 2iy, and in denominator write as it is as x plus 1 whole square plus y square. Okay, now we separate, here we separate the real and imaginary part. So we have what, we have x square plus y square minus 1 upon x plus 1 whole square plus y square, and plus here plus I into 2y upon that, means 2y upon, the value of that is x plus 1 whole square plus y square. Now dear student, let's see, now we using equation 1. Here let's see, here the value of mod of z is equal to x square plus under root x square plus y square, and mod of z also equal to 1. So here write as equal to 1. So we have what, the value of x square plus y square is equal to plus 1. Take equation 1 that. Okay, now here let's see, the value of mod of z is equal to 1 na, and the value of mod of z is under root x square plus y square, and here this is equal to 1, so we taking square in both sides, so we have x square plus y square is equal to 1. Now dear student, here in that value, the value of z minus 1 as z plus 1 is equal to that. Now we put, using equation 1, we put the value of x square plus y square as 1. So dear student, let's see, now here let's see here, now using equation 1, so the value of z minus 1 upon z plus 1 is equal to, if there is, let's see, if we put x square plus y square is equal to 1 in that place, then we have what, 1 minus 1 as 0 upon that, means 0 plus I into 2y upon x plus 1 whole square plus y square. Now dear student, let's the concept of the purely real complex number, we have to show that this is purely imaginary. Now let's see here, the value of in that complex number means z minus 1 upon z plus 1, its real part becomes 0 after solving the given value and put the value of x square plus y square as 1. So we have z minus 1 upon z plus 1 is 0 plus I 2y upon this. So its real part is 0 na. If any complex number, in any complex number, if real part is 0, then we can say that that is a purely imaginary complex number. So it is clear that by this observation the value z minus 1 upon z plus 1 is purely imaginary, hence proved. Okay, so here we write as, let's see, we write as, since that is purely what, imaginary, this value is purely imaginary, hence proved, hence proved. Okay, so dear student, in this way we can solve that type of question. Let's see once more time. First of all, here in the given question, z be any complex number and the value of mod of z, this modulus of z is equal to 1 na, and we have to show that the value of z minus 1 upon z plus 1 is purely imaginary. So dear student, first of all we let us consider x plus iy be any complex number, then modulus of z is equal to under root x square plus y square, and this is equal to also equal to 1, so we have x square plus 1 is y square as 1. Now we put the value of z in that expression, so we have, after solving, mean after converting in its standard form, so we have that. Now here we using equation 1, as we get what, that real part of that complex number is 0, so we can say that the given complex number as z minus 1 upon z plus 1 is purely imaginary. So in this way you can solve each and every question of your NCERT exercise based on that concept. Now dear student, we take some other important question of your NCERT book. Let's see. Let's see, this is very important question of your exercise. Let's see, if alpha and beta are different complex number, okay, are different complex numbers, okay, with modulus of beta is equal to 1, okay, modulus of beta is equal to 1, and find the value of, find modulus of beta minus alpha upon 1 minus alpha bar into beta. Yes, we find the value of this. This is one of the most important questions of your chapter, that is complex number, okay. Here dear students, alpha and beta are different complex number, and okay, with modulus of beta is equal to 1, we have to show that we find the value of modulus of beta minus alpha upon 1 minus alpha bar into beta. Okay, now let's see its solution. Let's see. Dear students, one important properties of complex number, as we know that, let's see here, we know that the square of modulus of any complex number is equal to z into z bar. This is very important properties of complex number, any complex number, okay. Modulus of any complex number, square of modulus of any complex is equal to z into z bar. Okay, let's see one more time. Let's see if z is equal to x plus y. Okay, then what is the value of modulus of z? That is under root x square plus y square na. So if we square both sides, we have that is equal to x square plus y square. Same as if z and z bar. So a square minus b square. So we have x square plus y square. So these are equal to each other. So we can write modulus of any square of any more complex number is equal to z into z bar. Now clear that property. Okay. Now let's see. So this is one of the most important property of complex number. Here we use the same property. Let's see. Now we take as beta minus alpha upon 1 minus alpha bar into beta. Okay, square. We take square of that value. So we write in this way and z into z bar. So beta minus alpha upon 1 minus alpha bar into beta. Okay, into bar of beta minus alpha upon 1 minus alpha bar into beta whole bar. Here, dear student, we use that property. So we take as the square of the value of given value which we find here. So we write in this way according to this property. Now, dear student, we also know that if z1 upon z2 bar, then we can write z1 bar upon z2 bar. Okay, z1 bar upon z2 bar. As well as we also know that the modulus of z1 minus z2, we can write z1 bar minus z2 bar. So here we use all that property of complex number in that question. So first of all, we split that expression according to this property. So we have, let's see what we have, beta minus alpha upon 1 minus alpha bar into beta into, if we write here beta minus alpha bar upon, here we write as 1 minus alpha bar into beta ka whole bar. Now let's see here we write as it is. So in that place we have beta minus alpha upon 1 minus alpha bar into beta, 1 minus alpha bar into beta into, we write as beta bar minus alpha bar using that property. Okay, now again in denominator we using that property. So we get what? 1 bar is 1 minus here alpha into beta bar, because of you know that the bar of any complex number is equal to z. The conjugate of any conjugate number is equal to itself number na. So we have alpha bar double bar is equal to z. So we know that alpha bar here already here. So we have as alpha only. Okay, alpha into beta bar. Now we multiply both the numerator and denominator to each other. Let's see. So we have beta minus alpha upon 1 minus alpha bar into beta whole square as equal to, let's see, beta into beta bar plus minus minus beta into alpha bar, beta into alpha bar. Now let's see here minus plus minus alpha into beta bar. Okay, now minus minus plus, that is here alpha into alpha bar. Okay, now in denominator we have what? Let's see, 1 plus minus minus alpha into beta bar. Here we multiply 1 in that. So we have now minus plus minus alpha bar into beta. Now minus minus plus alpha bar beta into alpha into beta bar. Now dear student, again in that place we using the property of that. Let's see what we have. We have as beta into beta bar, write as mod of beta square according to this property na. Here we write that beta into beta bar as we what? Modulus of beta square. Okay, same as now write minus beta into alpha bar as it is and minus alpha into beta bar as it is, and plus alpha into alpha bar we write mod of alpha square. Okay, now in denominator we have 1 write as it is, minus alpha into beta bar minus alpha bar into beta. And let's see here, we write as, if we take alpha into alpha bar and beta into beta bar together, then what we have as mod of alpha square into mod of beta square. So here we have mod of alpha square into mod of beta square, na, because of if we take alpha into alpha bar, using that property, alpha into alpha bar as alpha square, same as beta into beta bar as beta square. Now dear student, we have already mod of beta is equal to 1, the value of mod of beta is equal to 1, na. So here we put the value of mod of beta as 1, so we get, now here we put mod of beta is equal to 1, so we have beta minus alpha upon 1 minus alpha bar into beta whole square is equal to, let's see here, that is value is 1, so 1 square is 1 minus beta into alpha bar minus alpha into beta bar plus here mod of alpha square upon, let's see in denominator, 1 minus alpha into beta bar minus alpha bar into beta, and plus here if we put mod of beta is 1, so left value is alpha is mod of alpha square, here mod of alpha square. Now let's see both the numerator and denominator is same here, let's see here. So now whole term is cancelled to each other, so we have, dear student, what, 1. So we can say that if now here square root, so we have beta minus alpha upon 1 minus alpha bar into beta is equal to under root 1, that is the value of 1. So this is your final answer. So we, dear student, the value of beta minus alpha means mod of beta minus alpha upon 1 minus alpha bar into beta is equal to 1. This is our answer. Okay dear student, this is one of the most important question of your exercise. So let's see once more time. Here alpha and beta are two different complex number and the mod of beta is equal to 1, we find the value of that. Okay, now first of all we take the square of that expression, so we using the property here, so we write in this way. Now again we using the property of conjugate complex number as in all that property using in that question. So after solving it, we have this value. Now here we put the value of mod of beta which is given in your question, that is 1. So here after solving it we get 1. So now here we square it, transfer that side, so root of 1, so the root of 1 is always equal to 1. So dear student, the value of that expression is 1. So in this way, dear student, we can solve that type of questions. Okay, now dear student, we take some important question of that exercise. Okay, let's see. Solve the equation. This is one of the most important question of your NCERT exercise. Very important question. Okay, solve the equation. Solve the equation as mod of z plus 1 is equal to z plus 2 times 1 plus I. Okay, dear student, this is your question here, and according to that question we solve the equation that. Okay, now first of all let's see its solution. First of all we take as z is equal to x plus iy. Here z be any complex number na, so first of all let z is equal to x plus iy. Now we find the value of x and y. After that we putting the value of x, y in that. So this is our required solution. Now let's see. We'll take z is equal to this. So the value of z plus 1 is what? Now then the value of z plus 1 as what? X plus 1 plus iy, x plus 1 into plus iy, na, the value of z plus 1. Now the taking mod both sides, so mod of z plus 1 is equal to what? Modulus of x plus 1 plus iy. Okay, we know that the modulus of any complex number is what? The square root of real part, square of real part plus square of imaginary part. Now this is the value of mod of z plus 1. Now from the given question we put the value of mod of z plus 1 and we put in RHS z is equal to x plus iy. Okay, now from question, questions, let's see what we have. The value of that is equal to x plus 1 whole square plus y square is equal to, here the value of z is what? X plus iy plus 2 times 1 plus I. Now let's see, that is x plus 1 whole square plus y square is equal to, we multiply that x plus iy plus 2 plus 2y. Now we take real and imaginary part separately, so we have what? X plus 2 na plus y plus 2 into I. Now okay, now this is clear. Yes, now dear students, we compare both sides of imagine. Let's see one more time. Here we write as plus 0 into I. Okay, and this is equal to this. Now comparing its, equating its real and imaginary part. Okay, now here, now equating its real and imaginary part. Now dear students, here we equating its real and imaginary part. What we get? Let's see, we have that is the real part, so the value of under root x plus 1 whole square plus y square is equal to x plus 2, and this is 0, that is the y plus 2 is equal to 0, so the value of y is equal to minus 2. The value of y is equal to minus 2. We find one value. Now here let's see, squaring both sides. What we have? Squaring both sides, we have x plus 1 whole square plus y square is equal to x plus 2 whole square. Now solving that expression, what we get? Let's see, a square plus b square plus 2ab here plus y square here, a square plus b square plus 2 to the 4x. Now let's see, x square cancel to each other. So dear students, what we get? We have, now we put the value of y as minus 2 here. We put y equal to minus 2. We have what? 1 plus 2 to the 4 na, here minus 2 square plus 4, okay, is equal to, that is 4, and here 4 right here, and that is plus 4x minus 2x. So what we have? We have as 4x minus 2x, that is 2x is equal to 5 minus 4, that is 1. So the value of x is equal to 1 by 2. So value of x is equal to 1 by 2 and the value of y is equal to minus 2. Now dear students, here we take equation 1. Okay, now from equation 1, the required solution, we put the value of x and y in that equation 1. Okay, now from 1, the solution of that equation z is equal to x means 1 by 2 into y is minus 2, that is minus 2y, minus 2i. This is our solution. This is the required solution. So this is the method of solving any complex number. Okay, let's see once more time. First of all, the student, write, we take as x is equal to z is equal to x plus y. So we find the value of mod of z plus 1 as this. Now we putting the all value in the given question. Now after separate the real and imaginary part, we equating its real and imaginary part. In this way we get two values as x and y. After solving that equation, now we have the value of x and y. Now at last we put the value of x and y in this equation. So in this way we get our required solution. So this is the method of solving the any complex equation, okay. Now dear student, in this way you can solve all the question of your NCERT exercise. Now in next class we discuss some other important topic of that chapter. Okay, thank you.